Welcome, ladies and gent, to another episode of Who Got the Aux Podcast. This is episode 36, if I am correct. Before we get started, WhoGotTheAux.com for these full episodes, audio only. Who Got the Aux Media on YouTube to catch these full episodes with video as well. Who Got the Aux one word for YouTube, for Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Who Got the Aux _ for Twitter. Before I also get started, I've made this announcement on the past shows, but I understand how this content game works. So for those who were listening, I was putting out 2 episodes every week. I scaled that back to once a week, and then I scaled it back to once a month because the analytics, the numbers, and the return on investment, as they say, showed that I was getting more traction from short form media. So I started devoting all my time to TikToks and Reels and shorts, 60 seconds, a minute and 30, and really stuff that I would say here that was profound or that could be of use. I would pull that and start writing scripts in short form. But I always wanted to continue this podcast. I want this to be what I'm doing in the later years, but in this early phase, I got to go with what's getting me traction, what's building my channel, which is doing well, by the way. Check me out on TikTok. So after discussion and ideas going back and forth on how I can get back to it, I thought, what if I commit to 15-minute podcasts, right? Something short form in a podcast world. It's long form for short form content, but short form when it comes to a podcast. Because, everybody want to do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours talking about nothing or dragging on one topic way longer than they should or repeating things or just trying to make it 2 or 3 hours so they could feel like they're Joe Rogan or somebody. Me personally, I understand consumers because I am a consumer. And I understand that we have a lot going on in our days. And even some of our favorite artists, we aren't able to commit that much time to. So I figured 15 minutes, that allow me to edit easier, upload easier. And it might allow me, I'm going to see how this goes. This is the first show. I might be able to do this every day if it's not too much of a load on me. So that's where we're going to go. So this is episode 36, another form of Who Got the Aux Podcast. I'm going to keep shaping it until it's perfect. Obviously, if I get a bigger I take that back. When I get a bigger audience, when I grow, when I become huge, then of course I can go back to doing my hour shows once a week and all that cool stuff. But until then, got to do what works. That is called pivoting. That is called paying attention to your growth and understanding what's going on and making the right moves when needed. With that being said, I think my last podcast was right before the football season started. I think I released on the 14th, so that Friday after the Thursday. I don't know. But damn, we're going through almost, where we at, week 5? I think we're in week 5. Almost to the month and a half mark. A lot of football been played. One thing I did realize, though, I'm going to just get straight into it. I realized that I enjoy the production of football in the comfort of my own home. I don't know if it's because I'm going through this phase right now where a lot of things that mattered, snap of a finger, doesn't matter anymore. Things I thought was important that I needed to be at, that I needed to attend, or I needed to purchase or buy, or it just, my life's become very simplified this year. And I don't know if that's, coincides with this mission that I'm on, with being consistent, working hard, dedicating everything to this. I don't know if that goes hand in hand, but things just don't matter. What was it? Oh, so I went to a Padre game. And I spent a lot of money on the ticket. Not a lot. I spent a good amount of money on 2 tickets behind the plate. Now, not the season ticket ones, but right behind there. Very close, never been. You hear about it. That's like the premium seat. Basketball has floor seats. Football is the corner or the box seats or field. And baseball is behind the plate. So we get there. And worst experience I ever had. Worst experience of the game I've ever had. Congrats to the Padres, by the way, too. They moved on to face the Dodgers in the National League Division Series. I'm learning baseball. But worst experience. I've sat all over Padre Stadium. Nosebleeds for work. Shouts out to the work. Over third base, over first base line. outfield on the right side where they normally hit at. I've said everywhere. And behind the plate was the worst experience because there, people act like because the money they spent, they get to behave a certain way. And I'm not new to that. Like, I know that money corrupts people in status and power and positioning and all. Somebody gets first class and in first class, they get an English accent the whole nine, right? I just didn't think about that for baseball. It just didn't cross my mind. So we're there and dudes are about to argue, grown men, like whites and grays, grown men, but you could tell they're trying to be young. They wearing like a baseball cap. They arguing over pictures and stuff, and these people arguing and these people yelling. And it was a Dodger game, which I would never go to a Padre Dodger game again in my life because I'm not that passionate about sports in general to where I'm going to get in an argument or get hostile or get in any type of situations with strangers. And so I would always lose that battle. In a game like a Dodgers Padres or like a Chargers Raiders, they are there 40% for the game, 60% to talk shit and try to start something. I don't know. It was very hostile. I had a headache. It was hot. Very long day. I could have left the 4th, 5th inning. The only reason why I stuck it out was because of how much we paid. We did get some Hello Kitty bobbleheads. I don't know if you. It was like a Hello Kitty with a Padre jersey on, so that was part of the deal. So that was cool. And then I ended up getting a free Tony Gwynn jersey, like a Nike stitched one, the old school joint stripe. Not on purpose. Went, paid, got a receipt, everything, and then we looked at the receipt because the transaction didn't take out, and the receipt said something error, please, something again, and it never took out, but it wasn't on purpose. So I just call that good karma. But to the point of the sports events, I don't know if it's my age or if I've been blessed enough to do these things multiple times to where it doesn't have the same allure. It could be that as well. But it's like, I think about it, I'm like, you go to a game, parking is, paying for parking is ridiculous. Some people say you can take Ubers. I don't really trust Ubers or Lyfts. Not a fan of those. Anyway, either way, you pay for that. You get in there. We know what the food costs. We know what the beer, the drinks, or water is like $4 or $5. Like everything is just up price, right? Then you get in your seats, and I mean, even if you got like field access, like the seats aren't made to give you that at home experience where you got the Zoom, you're right there. So by default, you're far. I know some people argue like the energy and all that. That's cool. The first time, like I said. But I've been to a few football games, and I think what messed me up at the baseball game was I paid that much to be close, and it's so you think of what perks, and the seats were just as small as when I sat over third base for $49 tickets. Like I would have thought maybe they put wider seats, maybe like when you fly Comfort Plus on Delta. Like you get some extra leg room, 3 inches, whatever little fake stuff they make up. But I was just like, I'm still cramped amongst hella people, but these people are the entitled, snobby people of the world. So now it's like, and I normally don't get bothered. I let people do their thing, but it was just literally everywhere you go. It's just like, bro, this is lame. So, yeah. So you sit in these crappy seats, people all around you. Very uncomfortable. Restroom lines long as ever. You out a couple of $100 after you already spent a couple of $100, even more now these days, to see the game. And I'm like, again, if you've never been, I'm definitely talking from a privilege standpoint. If you've never been and you want to go, but I'm telling you, after a while, it's like, bro, you're gonna be out, tickets, parking, you $500-600, man. That's a nice little house party. It's a nice little house party. I'm just saying. Also, I'm becoming a homebody. I think it's not that I'm becoming a homebody. Like I'm down. I'll go 100% during my work hours. Like I have work hours now. Like during my open hours, my business is open. Yo, I'm down. Do whatever, we drink whatever. But once we start getting the closing hours, I'm shutting it down. I like to be in the house, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Chilling by a certain time. And I just appreciate that. And again, I did all that when I was younger. That's why if you're young and you listen to this, do your thing, man, because it allows you to appreciate aging in a sense. Like I don't have the fear of like, oh my God, I'm not in the clubs or oh, I'm missing out. Like I was in there. I was there. I was at the house parties. I was at the clubs. I was doing the party buses. I was in Vegas. I was on the strip. I was blacked out drunk here, blacked out drunk there. I did it. It's for me, I'm done with it. There's some people who can continue to do it and that's their life, not judging. For me, I'm done. So yes, I've been watching these games and I'm like, I can't. It's funny because I'm actually going. I bought these tickets before I came to this realization, but I'm actually going to a game. I won't say the team yet because I haven't announced who's my team, but I'm actually going to a game. And I was trying to sell those tickets, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do it, get it out the way. But yeah, I probably could say I'm done unless I get to that point where the money's right and we send in box tickets. This is gonna be interesting. I said 15 minutes. I'm at 11 now. I guess, and again, if you're listening, this is the fun part to me. If you don't like this, it's cool. But like, I'm building and growing this thing out, so we're gonna figure this out together. The idea was to like come in like a topic or two, but I feel like I can do one topic each show for 15 minutes. Right? I'm at 11 minutes. I can still go on about the football, so that's what we'll do. We'll finish with football and we'll wrap it up. Fantasy team's doing great. I started off 0-2 in my big money keeper league, the one I'm a commissioner of. I'm 2-2, currently about to become 3-2. I stayed patient. Normally, like I'm usually reacting fast and dropping players and trading players, but I've lost. I've been playing this for a while to understand how the game works, and so I've been patient. And players who weren't doing good are working out. And prayers out to Rashad Penny. I'm never wishing injury on a player, but I did draft the rookie Kenneth Walker because of Rashad Penny's track record. So when you're playing fantasy football, they call it handcuffs. So if you believe in a rushing offense, see, a lot of people get caught up in the players when really it's about the system, right? If one player can run through the system, then 9 times out of 10, they try to draft or trade for another player that fits that system. So you want a handcuff. That way, if the player, I lost Javonte Williams for the year. I wasn't able to get Melvin Gordon, but after seeing how that is, I'm glad I don't even have Melvin Gordon. But I lost Javonte Williams. I have David Montgomery. I drafted Khalil Herbert. So when Montgomery missed, Herbert did his thing or whatever. And now Penny's out for the year. Unfortunately, prayers out to him. He's San Diego State alumni, I believe. Kenneth Walker, who was said to be a beast to begin with, is finna take over the reins. And it's a rushing offense. And you saw what he did. I think he took one when Penny went out for like 69 yards for a touch. Like not even starting. He put up 88 yards in a touchdown. That's not even starting. So I am excited about the strategy that I had. But yeah, my team overall is looking solid. My other work league I'm in, I think I'm about to become 3-2. That's a unique league though. I like playing it because it's unique. It's a 10-team league, but then there's like hella positions. There's different positions I never played. The playoff system is different. It's just fun. It's a full point. I think it's a full point PPR. My league isn't a PPR. That's points per reception if you don't play fantasy. So yeah, I think I'm about to be 3-2, 3-game win streak on my big money league. My team, I can't even discuss my team now. I was supposed to make a video like announcing my team because I did that when I chose my NBA team. I never had an NBA team. I just like players like Kobe, LeBron. But I was like, I want to commit to a team. I committed to the Memphis Grizzlies last year. I bought a jersey, had a post. It was fun. Like everybody's like, oh, who is it? So everybody was asking this time. But then right when the season started, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to enjoy being a fan without, because once people find out who your team is, if injuries happen, if loss happen, if anything, they tag you. Oh, what's up with you, man? Yeah. And it's been peaceful. Like I've been rooting for my team, but nobody's bothering me with whatever's going on. So I think I'm going to do it at the end of the season. Like I just wanted to get a full year to myself. And I'm saying that I might get to the second year and maybe just, you find out based off pictures. I don't know. I went from wanting to share to being like, back to the sports thing. Like I'm not one anymore. And that's something that's changed. I used to be the person that debated and, did all that, went back and forth. And now it's just like, I don't care, bro. They don't care about us. And I'm not making everything about money, but it's like, bro, like I'm trying to change my life right now, right? And I understand I'm on some extreme different stuff, but it's like I can no longer, me personally, sit and like root and yeah. When that's all said and done, I go back to a life that I want to better. I don't want to say I don't want my life. I'm happy with the life I have. There's a book I read. It was the High Performance Habits. And they speak about people like me and others who like, you're okay with the life you have, but there's nothing wrong with wanting more. So I understand where I am now. I am completely blessed. Things I've done twice, people never do in their lives. I completely understand that. That doesn't negate me from then wanting more. But that's a tough line to walk because you feel selfish, you feel ungrateful, but you have to understand that there's a lot out here to be had. So I've been blessed enough to do a lot to where if you compared it to the average person, it's like, bro, what are you complaining? But then have the dreams and aspirations to go higher. That's a blessing. I completely understand it. But with that mindset I have for this year and moving forward, it's like, I'm looking at these dudes, they living their dream, scoring touchdowns, making a lot of money, retiring their mom. Like, I'm tired, but like, I'm tired of hearing those stories and like, damn, good for him. Like, I want that story now. I want to do that. I want to take care of those close to me and live my dream and get paid hundreds. I want to do it now. I'm tired of sitting on the sideline. So that's what it is. That's probably what the change is. But yeah, I like watching sports at home and I like being at home. So if we could take anything from this episode, I am officially a homebody. We had 16 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I figured it out. I definitely can do one topic for 15 minutes. I came in with 2, so that's what threw me off. But I like this though. This is quick. One topic. We talk about that. I'm sure it's gonna get better with different topics. This is just me coming off the cuff. Again, WhoGotTheAux.com for these full episodes. YouTube, WhoGotTheAux Media for the videos. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, WhoGotTheAux. Yo, check me out. TikTok, we almost the goal was to get to 10K by the end of the year. I'm at 8K right now. So yeah, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all know I don't really be asking that no more. That's my new method now. I just give y'all the content. You choose what you want to do with it. And WhoGotTheAux_ Twitter. This has been fun. I like this freestyle talk. I like the rambling. That's why I was like, I got to get back to it. The other stuff I do is structured and scripted. They do great, but I like to just freestyle sometimes. So we're gonna get this popping. Till next time. This is episode 35. I gotta figure out a closeout. I gotta figure out all type of stuff. But I'm excited. Episode 36, I believe I said. See y'all at episode 37. Peace.